Hi, so today we are going to review this Toyota Super Custom. It's a 1995 model, and this is very popular with especially tour companies and people with huge families. If you have a family of about 8 people, 6 people, 7 people, this is a car that you would want to buy. Now, without wasting time, let's get into it. Let's see what is special about this Super Custom. Now, for starters, the Super Custom is one car which will give you plenty of space if you have a family. Of course, these seats will pull in front, but if you want your people to have plenty of space, yes, they will have it. But it has 3 seats right in the middle, and then it will give you another 3 seats in the back, which makes it 6 plus the 2 people that sit in front, and sometimes you can make it 3. That makes it an 8-seater. Air conditioning is very good. Even for the people in the back, they will get air conditioning. Now, this particular one has a sunroof. Now, I'll make it clear, not all of them have a sunroof, but this particular one has a sunroof. If you consider having a car that has good lighting, it has a very, very big light, a very big bulb in here, and then 2 other small bulbs right there. It still has 2 other sunroofs in the back, which makes it very, very, very good. This sliding door, this is the back door where the people that want to sit in the back will enter from, will gain access from. Yes, it's very, very raised, as you can see. Now let's look at the boot. It also has a very, very spacious boot, as you can see. You can decide to put a big subwoofer in there, and you can also pack as many things as you want in case you go to the village. If you're the kind of person that has a farm, this is one thing that will this is one car that will be very, very, very good for you. Now, this normally doesn't come with all cars. This doesn't come with all cars. It's particular owners that actually put it there. But as you can see, it has interior curtains. This particular one is automatic. You'll find some which are manual, and in Uganda, as the practice is, there are people that actually change the gearbox from automatic to manual, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend that when you buy a car and it's automatic, you leave it at that. If the gearbox dies, you just buy a new gearbox and leave it at that. Let's look further. Now, it's really raised, as you can see. It has plenty of space for you and plenty of space for the people that will sit in there. Still has another sunroof in the front, has light bulbs in here. Yeah, you can decide to have a bigger radio here, and in the back here you can decide to put a fridge for your passengers. Yes, it has storage space right here. And yeah, it still goes up to 180 kilometers per hour. Okay, and as I struggle to come out, that's how you know that this car is really raised. Now let's take a look at the engine. Now, this particular one has a 1KZ engine. Very nice. It is a turbo-powered engine. Very good if you maintain it very well. However, if you don't really maintain it very well, this can be a very problematic engine. You will find that it's very possible for you to get a much more simpler engine like the 3L and put it in here. But sufficient enough if maintained very well, given service at the right intervals, given the right oil, make sure that it doesn't overheat, make sure that it has no leakages, make sure that it's driven responsibly. this engine can actually be driven for a very, very, very long time. Now you can imagine a car that was manufactured in 1995 is still on the road and it's still very, very, very healthy. Now, as long as you make sure that the engine and gearbox have been serviced very well, maintained very well, and you make sure that the gearbox has no faults, because sometimes the car can overheat if, for example, the gearbox doesn't shift from one gear to another, then that car can actually overheat. So you make sure that the engine is serviced well, but you also have to make sure that the gearbox is serviced very well. For this KZ engine, it's very, very reliable. But even when it, for example, the engine blows, you can still maintain it, you can still have it fixed, or you can simply replace this engine. Now, the engine is under the passenger seat, under the passenger seat here. But to make sure that the heat doesn't get to the passenger, it's there are blanket sort of things here that insulate the seat from the heat of the engine, and that makes it very, very nice. Now, as you can see, this engine is very dry, no leakages anywhere at all. You can see everything is still intact. Now, this makes a car very, very durable, and then you'll also not have any fumes coming from anywhere. Now, for you to pull the seat up, of course, you have to uncling these clings here. One is here, and then one is here, and then when you raise the seat, you'll put the thing here. So to take it back, you just unhinge the holder here, and you let the seat fall back. And now, when the seat falls back, of course, you have to make sure that these covers here are replaced properly, because this is what insulates the passenger and the driver from the heat. And when you do that, you replace the hinges. See, that's one. And then you also replace this hinge here.